All right, awesome. Today we're going to talk about Dr. Alexander Lowen, the founder of Bioenergetic Analysis Therapy. We're going to learn a little bit about his education, who he hung out with, who were his mentors, and ultimately we want to find out a little bit about his character, who he was, so that we can find out if we can trust the body-mind therapy which he created, Bioenergetic Analysis Therapy. So to start off, let's go through his education and find out what that was like. From my research, I see that he had a pretty rigorous education process, earning a bachelor's degree in business, a doctorate in law, and later became a medical doctor at University of Geneva. So what I noticed from this is that he was a person who thrived in school. He loved to learn. And I can also ascertain that he was successful at finishing what he started. And this tells me that he was most likely a structured and ordered person. He had a structured and ordered mind, and he wasn't just like a chaotic lunatic, right? Law, business, medicine, all require high levels of focus and motivation. So this makes me almost 100% certain that Dr. Lowen was not crazy or a drug addict that came up with bioenergetic analysis therapy on an LSD trip or something like that, you know? So I think that's good news for bioenergetic analysis therapy. Dr. Alexander Lowen was a structured and ordered man. He was very educated as well. Now, another important question is, who did Alexander Lowen associate with? Who were his influences? Who were his colleagues, right? So we're going to start off with the big elephant in the room. Alexander Lowen studied under Wilhelm Reich. Now, Wilhelm Reich, for many people, if you look at the writings about him, he was kind of like a mad scientist, a crazy genius, and some people would call him a sexual deviant. And there might be some truth to that, right? And I know he was also an advocate for Marxism, and he coined the phrase sexual revolution. So there is a lot of bad press to talk about Wilhelm Reich. And if you look at the way his life ended, he got imprisoned for 2 years because he did not want to follow the verdict that was given to him from the Food and Drug Administration. He was sentenced to 2 years in jail, and he died in prison. And additionally, 6 tons of his manuals and books and all the stuff that he wrote and his publications were all burned by an order of the court. So obviously this man was doing something very wrong, or maybe he was onto something and he just angered the wrong people. Some people have that belief also. I'm not sure. You can decide, and maybe that'll be a topic for another video. But for this topic, what's important to know is, how did Alexander Lowen associate with Wilhelm Reich? So from my research, Alexander Lowen went to therapy with Wilhelm Reich and learned about character structure, character analysis, and also body armoring. That was the thing that he learned from Wilhelm Reich. All of these things are present within bioenergetic analysis therapy. So obviously, we can easily know that Lowen did get this aspect of the therapeutic process from Wilhelm Reich. Now, what I don't see Alexander Lowen doing is following Wilhelm Reich in some of the more esoteric stuff that Reich was part of, especially the stuff that got him in trouble, the orgone energy, the orgone energy accumulators, which was like a box that he said if you sat inside of, it can cure cancer. So Alexander Lowen was not part of that, which I think is another good thing for Alexander Lowen and bioenergetic analysis therapy. Now, another way that I came to the conclusion that Alexander Lowen was only interested in the body-mind therapy stuff, not the orgone energy that Reich was working on, is based on the relationship that he also had with his co-founder. So bioenergetic analysis therapy was founded by Alexander Lowen, but also with another colleague that studied under Reich, and his name is John Pierrakos. So they both studied under Reich and began this bioenergetic analysis therapy, emphasizing the body-mind connection. But then they split. Alexander Lowen split with Pierrakos because Pierrakos wanted to add some spirituality pieces into the body-mind therapy. He wanted to talk about energy. And actually what ended up happening is Pierrakos created his own thing using some of the bioenergetic analysis therapy principles, and he called it core energetics. And in core energetics, you see a lot of the body-mind healing stuff, but also energy healing and energy psychology, spirituality and consciousness, and a lot of this type of stuff you'll see in the core energetics, but not in bioenergetic analysis therapy. And I love that. I love that. I think that Alexander Lowen wanted this to be a body-mind therapy. He didn't want to get involved with any of that energy stuff and anything that involved adding spirituality into the piece. Now, I'm not saying that spirituality is bad or religion is bad. I'm just saying that it seems like, to me, that Alexander Lowen wanted to structure this only on a body-mind therapeutic basis and learn about the body-mind connection, not add anything else in, which I give him a thumbs up for. I think that's great. It makes me much more comfortable in sharing this content and his findings and everything that he taught me. Another awesome thing to mention is that Alexander Lowen wrote 14 books about body-mind therapy, about bioenergetics. So I don't think he had anything to hide. He was not hiding anything. He really wanted to share this with the world. Plus, he spent his whole life doing this, studying it, learning about the body-mind therapy and writing about it. So from my perspective, I think that because of all the things mentioned already and the fact that he wrote so extensively about it and dedicated his whole life to this, that he is definitely somebody worth listening to and that his therapy is worth trying. If you haven't done any of Alexander Lowen's exercises, I will leave a link to a video at the end of this video so that you can click on it and do a 10-minute exercise, just a follow along exercise of some of the basics of bioenergetic analysis therapy and check out the results for yourself. If you look at what is required from a bioenergetic therapist, they can't just study the regular therapy that everybody else studies, right? They have to learn about the body-mind connection. So what ends up happening is that they study the regular talk therapy. They have to get their license to practice therapy. And then additionally, afterwards, they have to go through another 4 to 6 years of study to practice bioenergetic analysis therapy and become certified. So for me, that's another, that's like a double thumbs up to say wow, these people are amazing. Alexander Lowen's work is amazing, and that there is real opportunity for transformation and therapeutic benefits from doing what Alexander Lowen says to do in his books. So because of these reasons, I give Alexander Lowen a double thumbs up, and also bioenergetic analysis therapy a double thumbs up. So I'm going to continue to share bioenergetic analysis therapy principles and exercises on this channel. And you'll be able to gain a lot of benefits from going through the exercises that he taught and that I'm going to be able to teach to you. If you would like to get a more structured program that is already set up for you, that goes through everything from A to Z, just walks you through the body-mind healing journey, then go to the description below and there's a link to a full body bioenergetic course. Additionally, I'm also offering coaching. This month, I decided, you know what? I'm going to offer coaching. I'm going to offer myself to anybody who's dealing with any body-mind issues, mostly to do with social anxiety and growing in confidence. But at the same time, I want to be open to everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a 45-minute discovery call. So if you're interested or if you think maybe we'd be a good fit together for coaching, then go down below, sign up for a 45-minute call with me. It's going to be free. And then we're going to decide, hey, let's see if we can work together, if there is benefit in us moving forward. So I hope you found this video interesting about Dr. Alexander Lowen, but also about bioenergetic analysis therapy. And if you haven't tried any of his exercises yet, I'm going to give a 10-minute video somewhere around here. It's a follow-along video series that you can do. It's only 10 minutes. But you're going to do some of the exercises that he promotes and see it for yourself. See the results for yourself. See how it feels. See if it changes something within you that you're saying, whoa, you know what? I would want more of this. I hope you do. And until next time, peace.